Yo, what's good, people? It's your boy Persona, gaming with Persona, one half of the What's Up PlayStation podcast crew. Listen, man, this is late game farming in Octopath Traveler 2. You've got all the Octopath Travelers. You're in like your 50s, maybe the 60s, 70s, who knows, right? You're floating around that area, and you're trying to get to the big boy numbers. You're trying to get to the 80s, the 90s, the max level, right? And you need to know how to do it because, the cake's just not doing it no more. Not by themselves, at least, right? The cakes still do it, just not by themselves. That little 4,000, 5,000, 10,000 maybe, depending on a good day that you're getting, it just ain't cutting it because you need a lot of XP. You need a lot of experience points to get to those high levels. How do you do it? Well, don't worry, man. Your boy Persona got you. We're gonna hold you down. We're gonna make sure that you get you guys right when it comes to level grinding and Octopath Traveler 2. Here's the thing. This guide assumes that you already have Cake Powder accessories, Octopuff accessories, a step ahead with the step ahead skill from the inventor class, all that stuff that you need to set up. This assumes that you already have that. I'm not going to go through all that again. If you do want to know how to get those accessories, I did a video about that in my early game farming method video. I'll leave a link to that in the description so you can watch that and figure out how to get those accessories and whatnot, right? They're fairly easy, right? So it's late game and you are trying to get to the big boy numbers. You want to get to the 90s. How do you get to the 90s with all the characters? I got y'all, right? So this is what you're gonna do. It's gonna require you to get a specific character called Elron, right? And if you've played through Particio's story, well, first of all, before you can get Elron, you have to beat Particio's story. So if you haven't completed Particio's story all the way to the end, you beat Rock and all that stuff. If you haven't done that, do that, right? Because, and I suggest you beat all of the stories before you really try this method. This is more of like an end game type of thing. I wouldn't, that's just me. You do it whenever you want, but because it costs a lot of money, but also it becomes easier the more you do it, right? Which I'll explain that in a second, right? Hold on. So you're gonna want to make sure that you've completed Particio's Octopath story. And if you're trying to farm some money, because it's going to take a lot of money, and you'll see why in just a second, right? So once you complete the story, then you'll have to do a side mission, right? So not in New Delta. First off, let's get to the right area, right? So Elron is in Wellgrove. I can't talk right now. He is in Wellgrove, right? But before you can even hire him or guide him or whatever, you actually have to do another mission, right? A side mission. It's easy. It's a mission for Misha. Misha is Elron's butler, right? So after you complete the Particio story, this is Misha right here. What's up, Misha? But when you first complete Particio story and you come back here, Misha's not going to be standing here. Misha is going to be in here, right? And you'll have to do his side mission, which is kind of figure out like who this man is. This is trying to figure out what happened to Elron because he's been sneaking out and Misha wants to know why. So you'll have to ask a couple people in town, scrutinize them to get more information. I forget which specific people you have to scrutinize, but I'm sure there's a quick little guide on that on YouTube that you can find. But once you do Misha's mission, then after you complete that mission, you'll be able to then summon or hire Elron. Now this is why this is late game, and I'm gonna tell you why, right? So you see at the top, I've got $2 million or 2 million leaves is what they call it in here. Let me tell you why this is late game, right? So let's go to nighttime. So if you come here at night, Elron is gonna be here. And in order to guide Elron, let me put Particio in the store in here. Switch you out, Cassie. So in order to have him come with you at night, you gotta hire him, and it costs 200,000 leaves. That's a lot. You might not have that, but this is why this is an end game thing, because if you're saving your money or if you've been grinding to get to certain levels, you got a lot of money anyway, so you might be able to swing this. So that's why you want to guide, work with him, in the end game. This is end game shit. So you can hire him with Particio for 200,000 leaves, or if you come here during the day, he'll be in his office, and you can use Temenos. Do I have Temenos with me? No, hold on. All right, matter of fact, let me switch the formation. Then you can use Temenos to guide him for free. There's a catch though with Temenos, right? In order to guide him for free, you gotta have Temenos to level 80. Now you're thinking, well, how the hell am I gonna get Temenos to level 80? You're gonna have to spend them leaves, brother. You're gonna have to spend them leaves to hire him, right? And hope to God that you get times 100. But don't worry, I got you on that as well. Listen, I'm gonna take care of y'all. I got y'all. So all right, we've got Elrond, right? So now where we gonna go to farm? So there's 2 areas you can go, right? And listen, shout out to Bari. Bari definitely put me onto this type of method of where he was farming and everything and all that stuff. So, shout out to Bari for this, man. Gotta give credit to Bari when it comes to like the areas and whatnot and how to make this as efficient as possible. So big shout out to Bari, man. Appreciate you, bro. So all right, with Wellgrove, we got Elrond. So now one of the first areas you can go to farm is Merry Hills, right? So you go to Merry Hills and then you go right outside here, right? And again, nighttime, you want to always make sure it's nighttime, and you save right here. You save. When you're farming like this, especially if you're using Elrond, you want to save. Here's why, right? So all right, you save, which I'm gonna we'll do this one. The save, right? So that's number 4. So what you want to do is you want to keep farming, run around until you run into a Kate a Kate or Octopuff, right? So this is why you want to do it at night, because it's easier to escape. You want to make sure, obviously, you have step ahead and all that stuff. That stuff is going to be really important, right? All right, and then like this is how you do it. You just keep farming until you run into a Kate. Now, my turn. The good rule of thumb of like how I approach it is, if you get into like 10 battles in this area and nothing spawning in terms of like a Kate or Octopuff, you're gonna switch to a different area. But we're gonna try one more time before we go to the other area. Let me see. All right, no, they're not spawning here. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave. And so the other place where you can go, so like if you do like 9 to 10 battles here and you don't see a Kate or an Octopuff, then what you can do is you can move to Nameless Village. Again, you want to always save, guys. As soon as you get here, you can save, and then we're gonna go right down here, right? And just right here, make sure it's nighttime. Run around. All right, we don't got no Octopuff yet.
Thinking time.
We're gonna try it again.
Time to clean up the filth.
Finally. All right, so we got the chubby Kate, right? So what we're gonna do is, this is normally how I do it, right? So I'll do, we'll do armor corrosive.
I need a freeze them.
All right, so he's already dead, right? So he's dead, but don't worry. This is how we're gonna do things, right? So normally I try to kill the Kate or the Octopuff without hurting the other enemies. Here's why, right? This is the method that I normally do. So all right, the chubby Kate is gone, so we don't have to worry about him running away and all that. So now we can kind of just get into the process. So normally how I did it when I was farming is, all right, so we use Temenos and we summon Elrond, right? And so Elrond, why Elrond is so important is because you can get times 100 XP with Elrond, right? But he has it's random, right? So I only got times 2 JP and it only gave me times 2 EXP, right? You can spawn Elrond 3 different times in a battle, and he'll do it twice, so that's 6 times that you could possibly roll times 100. So typically what I do is, I just kind of defend. I defend, and I keep spawning Elrond until I get the times 100 EXP, right?
Very well.
Let's hope I get it in this one.
Little lamb.
All right, times 10 JP. We'll defend.
What to do?
What the fun? What the fun?
Very well.
Let's heal the group. Make sure they're good. All right, so times 10 JP. All right. So we didn't get it in that run. From defend.
My turn.
Defend. Defend. We're gonna summon him. This is the last time we can summon him. Let's see if we get it. All right, times 10 JP.
That's all.
Here we go.
We're gonna
My
defend.
turn.
All right, guys, this is the last time. Let's see if we can get it.
Where was I?
I'm not gonna do now. Can we get it? Nope, we didn't get it. All right, so we didn't get times 100 JP. Excuse me, times 100 EXP.
Repent.
About to nuke these fools, man. Get up out of here.
Your fury. Just how it's done.
Out my face, man. Yo, Temedo's so crazy, bro. All right, so we didn't get it, but that's fine. Hold on, don't run back. Don't spawn. Hold on, don't you press a button. Don't you press a button. So this is what we're gonna do. All right, we didn't get it. All we're gonna do is we're gonna go to miscellaneous. We're gonna return to the title, right? Because Elrond went back to the mansion. So instead of wasting time doing that, we're gonna continue. Roll back in on. That's why I tell you guys it's important to save. And look, we got Elrond again, and we just run it again. And essentially, that's what you keep doing until you get to times 100, and you get the you get the experience and all that stuff. So
Very well.
that's kind of how that works.
Let the experiment begin.
I had to go all the way to another place to get a Kate. All right, so like I said with the method, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to destroy the chubby Kate only, right? So what we'll do is
Things are about to get sticky.
because we want to spawn Elrond and try to get all 6 if we don't get it times 100. All right, times 2 XP.
Cleaning time.
This might not do nothing actually, no.
You're open.
Think. Freeze them. You're finished.
All right, so we got rid of him. So now all we need to focus on is Temenos. So Temenos, let's see if we can get Elrond. All right, times 2 JP. That's okay. That's okay. We still got 4 more tries, so we're gonna summon him again. We're gonna try it. Times 10 XP. That's okay. That's okay. It's all right.
Here we go.
That is all right. We still got 3 more tries, guys. We eat those. That don't mean nothing.
Here we go.
We eat those, man.
Wounds be healed. I owe you, Chet.
We eat those.
Oh dear. I think not.
Times 10 XP. That's fine. If we got 1 more try, guys. 1 more try. All right, it didn't work. We're gonna summon him again.
Little lamb.
Times 10. Okay, that's all right.
My turn. Here we go. Come on. Right. Come on.
We're gonna defend.
To
All right, come on, Temenos.
I think not.
All right, times 10 JP. All right. And so essentially that's the method, right?
Where was I?
Where I'm about to nuke.
Repent.
I'm about to nuke this guy, man. Get out of my face, man.
Unleash your fury.
Get out of my face, man.
Just how it's done. May
Get
the
out of my
sacred flame
face.
guide you. Oh,
So essentially that's the method. So because we didn't get him, we can just leave, return, right? You return, go to continue. And then we're right back where we started. That's why I say it's important to, oh wow, just as I was talking. That's why I say it's important to save when you first get to the area, so that if you don't get to times 100, you can always just reload the save and come back and still have Elrond and not have to run all the way back to Wellgrove to like re-get him again or spend unnecessary leaves and stuff like that, because when you get that times 100 the first time, especially if you're like in the 60s or whatever, and you spend those 200,000 leaves to get them, because you're not going to be able to guide him with Temenos until level 80. But if you get that to pop and you get the times 100 before you destroy the rest of the enemies and finish off the battle, you also want to make sure that you eat a jewel cake, because let's go to the jewel cakes. I'll show you what the jewel cake does, as well as it gives you even more XP on top of the big XP boost that you're getting from the times 100 and completing the battle and everything like that. So you can get anywhere from, like, with the times 100 and you're fighting like a chubby kid or something like that, you're gonna get 200,000 off rip, just off the strength of that. But if you also eat the jewel cake, it'll give you like an extra 60,000 or 50 or 40. It depends. Like it's random, but you're going to get big experience off eating the jewel cake. So once you eat the jewel cake, and you only have to eat it once, you don't have to eat it once in the battle, and then finish off the match, and then you'll see all the experience just fly, right? Now, if you get lucky and get it within that first try or whatever, or get it within those first 6 tries, you can just rebuy him again, rebuy or rehire Alron again, and do the method again with 200,000 leaves. Now, obviously, if you don't have that much, it might seem a little difficult to do, but it's really not. Just doing a couple battles or doing a couple cape farmings, regular cape farming without Alron to kind of get your money up quicker, and then go and buy him again and do that farming, you'll get him pretty quickly. So, definitely that's the method when it comes to farming end game and trying to get those big levels and getting all your characters in the 90s, right? But once, I would focus on getting Temenos to 80 first. Like, whatever farming you do for end game, make sure Temenos is there, so that you can just always guide Elrond without having to spend any money. So make sure you get Temenos to 80. Like, keep him in your party anytime you're farming. He's obviously going to be there anyway, because summon, but definitely make sure you keep him there. But all right, guys, let me know how you like this and if this worked for you or whatever. And I hope this does help you guys, and good luck on your journey through Octopath Traveler 2. And I appreciate y'all for checking this out, man. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time, man. It's been your boy Persona, and I'm out, guys. Peace.